Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another Grounded 2 video, where today we're going to be talking about one of the key aspects that are coming to Grounded 2 and talking the latest post from the Obsidian team on the changes to Grounded's new multi-tool, also known as the Omni Practical Technologies Omni tool. Yes, the brand new multi-tool that is going to be going through and taking on the task of 4 different tools from the last game, all built into one. Now, there's some controversy or a rift kind of building in the community right now around this, but first I want to talk about the post itself. The post itself says the Omni tool is a Swiss Army knife for all of your crafting and building needs. It does not need to be equipped, which I have some here and there about, but it also saves inventory space by not needing to be put in your inventory. So, here's the thing about this. This isn't exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping more it was going to be like a trinket, right? That you could put it into a trinket slot and forget it, right? It's there, and it's ready for you whenever you need it, but it's in its own spot. You set it there and forget it, right? That's what I was hoping for. It doesn't sound like it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be more like the zipper, where you pick it up and it's just there, right? You just have it indefinitely. My worries with this, one, is it going to be upgradable, right? We've seen that there's going to be quests. Here's a little snip right here showing you guys that there's going to be quests in order for you to unlock the different forms of the multi-tool. It has an axe form, a hammer form, a shovel form, and a repair tool form. All 4 forms look like they're going to require you to do something in order to unlock it. I don't know if that's going to be raw science, finding materials, finding a lab, what have you, because as we've already seen, there are labs that are going to be in the backyard, or the park, that you're going to be able to go out and find. The other thing is it going to be upgradable, right? Are we going to get an axe and it's just, that's the axe you have for the rest of the game? Are you going to get a hammer and it just can break anything? That is where this rift lies with the community right now. People liked going through and building out a tool that they used for a specific situation. Like, for instance, you started off the game with the pebblet axe. You got your pebblet axe, you cut down your first grass blade in order to release the laser that was hitting the spacer. It was a whole thing. But then throughout the game, you started to upgrade. You went from the pebblet axe to the insect axe, then finally to the termite axe. Same with the hammer. Pebblet hammer, insect hammer, black ox hammer. The shovel, you got 2 different shovels. You got the standard acorn shovel, and then you got the black ant shovel. So you got all these different tools that you're able to go out and find and then upgrade using the smithing station, and if you want, apply certain effects to those tools. I.e., one of the best weapons for fighting mosquitoes at the end point of the game was a fresh termite axe that was all the way upgraded to level 9. You could absolutely mess up some mosquitoes with that axe because they were weak to fresh damage and they were weak to chopping damage. Both of those items together made it so you could take on mosquitoes easily. Now, with this Omni tool, it kind of gets rid of that. It makes it so you can't really do it. Now, that bums me out because I liked the ability to have different tools. Does that just mean I could have different weapons now and use maybe a weapon? For all we know, we could get something like the sour battle axe. You know, at one point they put the fresh battle axe into the game. You could make that and use that to fight the mosquitoes. I know, but having the tool out that cut down your grass blades and your weed stems and harvested all your stuff you needed an axe for, and having a weapon all at once was a boon, where now that's kind of taken away. On the other hand, there's the other side of the community that are really excited about this. They're super excited about the fact that you're going to be able to go through, grab an Omni tool, and no matter where you are, you're not going to do like I've done. I can't even tell you how many times. Oops, I left my shovel back in my chest, and now I can't harvest this gum that I wanted, or I can't get this grub out of the ground, or I can't cut down this weed stem that's in my way. I need to build stairs to get to something. But at the end of the day, I think I'm leaning more towards I'm excited about the new Omni tool, but at the same time, I'm a little bummed out. The only thing that makes me, how do you say it? excited, I guess. Excited is a good way to put it about this Omni tool is some of the art that they've given us with the game, right? Some of the visuals that we've gotten so far, the dev art that they've provided us, shows each of the different teams having a customized Omni tool, right? Pete's has this nice big green blob on it, where Max's has a big M on it, where Willow's is more purpley and stuff, and Hoops's has these cool like little swooshes on it, right? Each of them have their own Omni tool, so that is making me think that there's a good possibility that the Omni tools are going to be upgradable, and if not upgradable, maybe customizable. But this isn't the first time we've seen some dev art come out that ended up not ending in the game. So maybe we'll see that, maybe we won't. I'm hoping we do, because I think it's going to take something away from the game if I get an axe by doing a quest, and right off the bat, here I go, I can cut down anything in the game, doesn't matter, I can cut apart anything. That's going to bum me out, because it's going to remove out some of that progression. Yes, it's going to take away some of the grind. And I know that Grounded was very grindy, but some of that grind was still enjoyable. Going out and actually upgrading your tools was enjoyable to do. So I'm hoping we get that in the game with this Omni tool. Now, the other side of this that I want to talk about, right? Lots of people are excited about the Omni tool. Some people aren't excited by the Omni tool. Some people want to upgrade. Some people don't. That's awesome. But there is another point that I want to call out looking at this really quick. This little snippet that I've been showing here in the background, I want to take a pause right at the stop point here. And I want to talk about something that I hadn't talked about either, seeing how we are on the topic of gear that's coming from Omni. First of all, why is Omni still around? Shouldn't Omni have gone under after finding out that Director Schmechter was doing all this stuff that was super illegal and probably went under, right? How is it still around? Did Dr. Wendell Tully go through and take over Omni? If so, why has it, what happened to the company? What kind of degradation happened to the company, or is it just the same old, same old? It looks exactly the same, like the big red and black text looks exactly the same. How are they still making gear? Did they take more of Tully's information? Is he now the CEO? Is he just working there again? Who knows? We'll have to find out in Grounded 2. The other thing that I want to talk about is the gear itself, the Scabby 2K. The Scabby 2K reminds me of two different things. One, it reminds me of the morphing wristwatch that you saw in some of the Power Rangers shows. That I thought was pretty awesome. But the other thing is it reminds me of the old Nintendo Gauntlet that you got. To play some of the games, you actually got like a whole gauntlet thing that you use to play, and that's kind of the key inspiration behind this. I would love to actually get one of these gauntlets. This is really cool. I personally think so. I think it looks really good. I like that it's branded with the Omni right on the top of the hand right there. And it's already shown in the gameplay that each of the teams are wearing it. You can see that Max is wearing it right here. And it's already upgraded your UI you are seeing in the game. The menus look differently. Your standard UI for your health and food and all of that looks different. I think it looks great. Some people are here or there about it, but I think it looks great. But honestly, guys, that's kind of everything on the Omni tool right now. Some people are wondering if it's going to be an early game thing. Some people are going to be wondering if it's going to be a late game thing. I'm leaning more towards this should be a late game thing, but we'll see. The gameplay footage we've gotten so far, it seems like it's very early game that you get it. But at the end of the day, Grounded 2 is not out yet, right? It comes out in like 14 days from when I'm making this, July 29th. And this is just a speculation video at this point, so we'll have to wait and see how the Omni tool gets brought into Grounded 2 and if it is as great as I think it's going to be for gameplay. So, thank you all so much for watching this one. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below of two different things. One, if you're excited or don't like the Omni tool, and two, what your favorite tool was back from Grounded 1. And don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll talk to all you guys in the next one.